What do you guys think it would be like if Ironhide sounded like a pirate? He'd be all like, "Arr, give me all your loot, and then stop killing the peasants, jerks." Yeah, that would be cool. Hey guys, I'm Rich and welcome to another Transformers action figure review, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Hunt for the Decepticons Ironhide. Now this is the Deluxe Ironhide, and in comparison of his vehicle mode, here is the Voyager Ironhide. You can see there's a clear difference in size. Clearly the Deluxe is much smaller, although he does look very, very similar, which I like. I like that it actually looks very similar. He doesn't have like the Autobot symbol on the front. He does have it on the windshield instead of right here on the front of the, I guess that'd be the hood. Yeah, what am I thinking? And then the lights are a different color. But overall, it's still the same vehicle as far as aesthetically appearing. Now, this figure comes with a attachable drone. It's supposed to be a little turret that you could set on the ground and it would, you know, shoot lasers and be awesome, I guess. But it doesn't really stand the greatest. It has a tripod, and I mean, you can get it to stand, but oh well. And then as far as it attaching into the top of the vehicle, it's supposed to, the one leg is supposed to go like up here into it, and then the other one's kind of set down into the holes, but they don't really like connect in or anything, so you know, you got it driving, it looks cool, and then it falls off. So that's, I mean, it's an upside that you have this, but as far as putting it on the vehicle, I think that's kind of pointless because it's just not going to stay. But it is cool that you can take it and put it on the ground and, you know, just something cool. And you don't see a lot of figures have something like that, so that is kind of unique. As far as the rest of the vehicle mode, here is some detail work of him. Oh, there's no license plate. Oh, darn, can't find him through the internet. But yeah, underneath, it looks, you can see there's robot parts and stuff, but I mean, it doesn't look very obvious, like there's a big face, like, staring at you, like, look at me, you know, top of the vehicle, front, side, oh yeah. Okay, well, that took way too long, I think, in my opinion, to actually transform this guy, and if you wanted a really complicated transformer, he is pretty complicated, but not necessarily in a good way. It's more of certain panels aren't moving the way that they're supposed to make it work. So, overall, I didn't really like his transformation, and I would not pick him up for that if I were you. But maybe you like really difficult things that make you want to punch a wall or a baby lollipop. And then maybe you'll get that. As far as everything else goes, strangely, part of me wants to not like the way he looks, and then the rest of me is like, yeah, he looks cool, you know? Let me pop his arms up. And I don't know, he looks hunched over and ready for battle is what it reminds me of. But he doesn't look like, if, you know, if everything was calm in the world, that he would be able to not look like he was ready to shoot somebody. His weapons that he comes with are built in, well, the one is built into his right arm, you can see here. Now, in the movie, this is actually up here with his arm, not on the bottom, so yes, they got it to work, yes, it does resemble the weapon, but it's not in the right place. But that's being kind of, you know, nitpicky. But it's still nice for it being a Voyager class. And then over here, this is where you place the drone, it just kind of just pops in there, you put it, you fold up the legs, and you just pop it in. So I do like that you have that option, you know, so that it actually does act as a weapon, and then you could take his weapon and transform it into a drone. So that's cool. Or like a little turret. I'll show you some detail of his face a little bit. It's alright. It's kind of blah. I don't really care for the neck articulation because it's there, it's a ball joint, but he can't really look around because of how they built the hood of the car when it transforms into his torso. So it's kind of not the greatest. But, you know, overall, I still like it. I think for it being a deluxe class figure, I think it's good because, you know, not everybody's going to be able to find Ironhide anymore, and even if they did, you know, there's a lot of people who just don't have the money to just pop down, you know, for a $20 figure, but, you know, you can somehow get together 10. So I think it's good for that, you know? And it actually has a pretty decent paint job on him. I mean, it's the usual Hasbro kind of boring look, but I think it's still pretty good for a deluxe because, you know, it's got different parts that are colored at least, and it doesn't look like it's half bad as far as paint goes. Because I know some people are really emphasize on the paint. Something really great, if you guys happen to buy any more action figures from the Transformers line, is that his hands are standard Generations or Classics or Universe 2.0 and all that very standard hands. So he's actually able to hold like Drift's sword, and Drift came out from the recent Generations line. So that's really cool. So, you know, even if you wanted to just do something else, you can do that with this guy. So I like that. I like being able to have the option of being able to do different things. So that's pretty cool that they included that. So, yeah. Now to do a size comparison with some other action figure lines, Drift from the New Generations line is clearly taller than Ironhide. A Halo Reach Spartan, he's just a standard Spartan. I'd say they're about the exact same height, maybe with the Reach Spartan being just a smidgen or two taller. And then the Voyager Ironhide is just clearly much more massive compared to the Deluxe Ironhide. And then to compare Ironhide to a standard thing that like everybody should have, here is Ironhide to the height of a game case. So you can see, yeah, it's clearly got like 2.5 inches on him, probably. With articulation, he has ball joints like everybody else, pretty much, you know, recent Transformers. Ball jointed neck, can't really get a whole lot out of it, but you still have it. The shoulder is ball joint, and then the elbow just bends. But you can also rotate at the bicep. The hand can rotate 360 with the bicep. There's no waist articulation. Then you have the hip is ball joint. Then you can rotate at the top of the leg. The knee bends actually very nicely. And then you have some articulation here in the foot, going up and down. And it rotates. So you can actually get him in quite a few really cool poses. So if you do stop motions or you do dioramas, you just want to pose around your room, he'll look pretty cool because of that. Not to mention he can hold standard weapons, so you know you can have the drone on the ground and then have him holding a sword or a pistol from some other figure. Overall, I do really like this guy. I'm thinking that transforming him back into vehicle mode is going to be a little bit of a beast, and it probably won't be enjoyable for me the first couple of times transforming him. But overall, I will still give him a 4.5 out of 5. Bordering on 5 out of 5, but 4.5 out of 5 because of the transformation being a little irritating, and there's still something about him that seems off. I like it. I suggest you buy it, but something just doesn't seem right. I don't know what it is, so that could just be me being weird and stuff. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching, commenting, and being cool, and thank you guys, and I'll see you guys again next time.